There's a lot of speculation around kajol skin lightening. So skin lightening is actually possible?
If you want to ask whether it is possible, it is definitely possible.
अगर मैं स्ट्रेस्ड हूँ, मेरी मसल्स बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेच्ड है, तो इस वजह से मेरे को रिंकल्स ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे।
बिल्कुल हो सकते हैं। अगर आप स्ट्रेस्ड हो और आप बहुत ज़्यादा फ्राउन करते हो, तो धीरे धीरे विद द इंक्रीज्ड मसल एक्टिविटी, नॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन लाइंस है जो सिर्फ एक्सप्रेशंस के टाइम पे बनते हैं, विद अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सेसिव एक्टिविटी वो परमानेंट बनने लगते हैं। फॉर द स्किन इट विल यूजुअली टेक यू अ मिनिमम ऑफ 6 weeks being consistent with your products to see the.
Welcome to Clinically Approved podcast, where we cut through skincare noise and give you dermatologist approved answers. Joining us is Dr. Sarkar, an aesthetic physician with over 15 years of experience who has treated countless patients and seen every skincare concern you can imagine. Let us separate facts from fiction. So let's begin.
Sure.
Celebrities like Kareena Kapoor, Alia Bhatt have such clear skin. What can I do to achieve skin like that? Or is there a particular product that I can use to achieve skin like that?
Absolutely. Celebrities like them have set the goals for great skincare. It is not very easy, but there's a lot of hard work behind it, but you can definitely get skin like them. It is selection of the right products, the right formulations, what works for their own individual skin types, as well as a very healthy lifestyle. And if required, dermatologist opinion on maybe some in-clinic treatments to keep boosting up their skincare conditions. There is not one single product that can give you that kind of skin, but usually it is a layering of customized products. So a product that will ensure that the daily grime and dust is taken off, which is a very good cleanser without drying your skin. A serum. It could be multiple serums, a serum giving you an antioxidant protection that repairs sun damage, that protects you from the sun tanning. Then you have a serum to hydrate, very important to go in for deeper hydration. You have vitamin serums that keeps your skin glowing and firm. And then you have your hydration, the moisturization and the sunscreen. So it is usually a carefully curated selection of products. It is a very clean and healthy lifestyle. If you notice, a lot of the celebrities are always photographed going to the gym or on their way back with, a big water bottle. So that is the key. That is one of the important things to stay healthy, that a physical activity. They are working out. They work out, that improves their circulation, the skin glows, they stay fit. So exercise is very important. We forget how important it is for a healthy skin. And they drink a lot of water. It is always there, they're always carrying it. And of course, they do go in for expert doctor's opinion as and when they need to repair their skin, because the skin goes through a lot.
Talking about doctors and dermatologists, how often should a person see a dermatologist?
It would be very dependent on what your skin is. So if you are facing anything that bothers you when you look at yourself in the mirror, it could be open pores, it could be acne breakouts, you could have uneven skin tone, a little bit of a pigmentation here and there, or you might notice fine lines. I think it's a good time to go to a dermatologist. But otherwise also, if you feel that you need to have a recommendation of the correct products to use for a healthy skin routine, even if your skin is looking great, I think it's a good time to go to a dermatologist, get an opinion on where your skin stands, the possible aging processes that you might be subject to, and get a curated recommendation of products, because that goes a long way. We all know prevention is better than cure. So that definitely goes a long way to have a product which is customized for you individually.
How long will it take for me to see results from a new skincare or hair care routine?
Very good question, and I'm glad you asked. For the skin, it will usually take you a minimum of 6 weeks of being consistent with your products to see the changes, which is known as a skin cycle. Yeah, and I'm so glad, because what happens is usually when we prescribe a new set of products, the expectation is, to start seeing the results within a day or two. But yes, it has started definitely working, but to show up where you can see the visible changes would always take you about 6 weeks. But here I'm not talking about products for active acne. There, obviously, you will see the results much quicker.
So what about glass skin? So is it actually possible, or is it just lighting, editing, and of course makeup?
No, it's not just lighting and editing. On one hand, though, I would say it is, glass skin is like a goal that people with a good skincare regime would hope to achieve. But essentially, it means skin that is luminous, it reflects light, and it looks the same even all around. There are no patches of uneven skin tone. There are no patches of dehydration or redness. On that kind of a skin, whatever the complexion, the light really reflects off and bounces off in a very natural way, giving you that very radiant, luminous skin. And most of it is achieved by a very good level of hydration in the deeper layers of skin.
Can stress actually cause wrinkles?
If I look at it, if I go back and say stress can definitely impact your skin. Two clear reasons. Sometimes when you're very stressed, you actually forget to do your skincare in a routine. The stress takes up so much of your time, and that could be the first signs leading towards a damaged skincare. Stress also leads to the production of cortisol in the body, which is known as the stress hormone. And we know that cortisol is associated with pigmentation and dry skin. So if I look at it that way, put everything together, yes, stress can cause a older skin. It can make you look older much earlier.
ये ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्योंकि अगर मैं स्ट्रेस्ड हूँ, मेरी मसल्स बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेच्ड है, तो इस वजह से मेरे को रिंकल ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे.
बिल्कुल हो सकते हैं. अगर आप स्ट्रेस्ड हो और आप बहुत ज़्यादा फ्राउन करते हो या बहुत ज़्यादा पजल्ड लुक होती है, तो धीरे धीरे विथ दी इंक्रीज्ड मसल एक्टिविटी, बिल्कुल ये जो नॉर्मल एक्सप्रेशन लाइंस है जो सिर्फ एक्सप्रेशंस के टाइम पे बनते हैं, विद अ लॉट ऑफ एक्सेसिव एक्टिविटी वो परमानेंट बनने लगते हैं, एंड दैट कैन गिव यू एन ओल्डर लुक.
Talking about skin lightening, there's a lot of speculation around kajol skin lightening. So skin lightening is actually possible, and if it is, how to achieve that? Then there's a lot of products like Glutathione in the market which promise to do that. Is it actually possible?
Definitely. Skin lightening has per se become a topic, a taboo topic or something with a lot of controversies arranged. But if you want to ask whether it is possible, it is definitely possible. It is a very individual choice how happy they are with their skin. And I feel there should be no shaming or negative effects based on what skin color you have. But yes, definitely the effort should be there to have a uniform skin color, a healthy skin, a skin that glows without any makeup. So when you ask about skin lightening, definitely it is possible to improve the tone of the skin by taking oral or intravenous antioxidants. Glutathione has become very popular. So glutathione is actually an antioxidant. It is a very powerful antioxidant, and it is recommended to even people with liver damage or with, joint and knee issues. So what it does, it prevents the formation of the melanin, the pigment that is responsible for our color. So there are different pathways where glutathione actually blocks the synthesis of melanin, thereby giving you, one, it reduces the average level of melanin that is existent, and it also prevents further melanin deposit when you are exposed to sun or triggers. So it acts in two ways, and over time it can definitely give you a lighter complexion.
What other alternatives do I have if I want to lighten my skin? What are the ingredients that I can use?
Yeah, vitamin C in all forms, ascorbic acid, oral, as well as there are vitamin C serums which are very popular. Second is the oral compound called astaxanthin. It is a very powerful antioxidant, and we also give it to people with dry skin, atopic dermatitis or psoriasis to improve their skin's immunity.
If I go to a dermatologist and tell them कि ये मेरे favorite celebrity का skincare routine है, so is it an actual thing? Can I actually do that, or is it just not realistic?
Well, there's no harm in wanting to look like your favorite celebrity. But the thing to remember is that your celebrity skin may be totally different from your skin. So if essentially it is the quality of the skin that is fascinating you, you can definitely achieve it. But you might need a different set of skincare products than your celebrity.
These days, skincare advice is everywhere. But how do we draw the line between a content creator recommendations and a dermatology recommendation? Are they actually medically accurate, the content creator advice?
This is very interesting. Just like everybody else, I also see a lot of reels or videos by influencers. I have to say there is a huge variety in the knowledge and in the standards of who is advocating skincare. So on the one hand, you have people who have learned to talk about a product based on their own skincare issues and their treatments and things that have worked for them and not worked for them, and it comes from the heart. When they speak about skincare, they may not be doctors, but they are telling you their experiences, and it has helped a lot of people when they're genuine. But on the other hand, you have sponsored influencers who are very pretty, good looking, and they talk about skincare working for them. That can be a deal breaker for a lot of people, because it is very difficult for a lot of younger people to understand that this glowing skin is not necessarily a result of the skincare that they are advertising, but probably they are naturally blessed with good looks. So to draw the line here, I would always say an influencer may be good, may be correct, but always go for a professional advice once. That will definitely ensure you have a good skincare regime.
Got it.
Thank you.
Now that is a wrap on Clinically Approved podcast. The biggest takeaway? Good skincare doesn't need to be complicated or expensive. Keep it simple, keep it clinically approved.